Hello everyone, welcome to episode 14. Episode 14, 4 seasons in, absolutely throwing the episodes out. But yeah, welcome to episode 14 of the Eyes Test with me, Lingo FM. We're advanced into the season now. We're on the 15th of November. A very special episode in terms of, obviously, everyone ends up having some sort of like players that they always say like their favourite. It tends to be a regen, a new gen, whatever you call them. But for me, there's one person that this episode is about, and it's titled 100 Not Out, and it is purely down to one man and one man only. And I've had to throw myself out the way just to show you all that I love him to bits. I love him to bits. Our star boy, our very first, I would say, success story of the Eyes Test, Jota Lopez, is going to be playing his 100th game in this episode. You can see he has played 98 games for us, scoring 13 goals overall. What a player, what an absolutely fantastic buy he's been. You can see his numbers have tailed off this season compared to previous seasons, but he is a bit more reserved. He's basically like a supporting player now rather than an attacking player, because the striker ahead of him does a lot more of the work. I just love him to bits. Again, as I say, I think he's the only success, not the only one, but I think he's probably the best success story to come out of the Eyes Test. A player who, on the base of it, doesn't necessarily look like anything special, but he absolutely suits how I want to play. He suits the type of player that I want. Again, we identified we wanted 3 key areas, which is anticipation, acceleration, jump and reach, to say every episode. But what a player, what a fantastic player he's been. I'm going to give him captaincy for these next 2 games. They are 2 very, very, very big games. We're going to live comp both of them. And the 100th game he's going to be playing, I think it's purely poetic. I've tried to hide as much of the results as I can, because his 99th game is going to be an away game at the Nou Camp, playing against Barcelona. If he gets through it, I'm sure he will. He's not very injury prone. His 100th league game, his 100th appearance for Vallecano, is going to be a home game against first place Real Madrid in the Madrid derby. I genuinely couldn't have written that. That is fantastic. That's why I love FM. I love the narrative. I love the storyline of it. What a fantastic thing it's going to be. Hopefully we can get a couple of good results in there. He is going to be put on penalties, and he is going to be given the captain's armband for these 2 games. But that leads us on to the results. I left you all in pre-season. We started off the season on fire. A 5-0 victory against Almeria. It couldn't have gone any better, to be completely honest with you. Mariano got the first goal of the season. Miguel Rodriguez scoring a hat-trick. Jackson Perozzo getting on the score sheet, which is quite an anomaly, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, this team, you can see how well that's gone. 2 losses. I believe that is 9 draws, and that's my issue. We've got 1, 2, 3 wins, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 draws. 8 draws, 2 losses, 3 wins. 2 more of those draws. I mean, look at the people we've drawn: Granada, Elche, Getafe, Osasuna. You know, teams we should be beating. I was happy with the Betis draw because they normally beat us. But yeah, man, it's been a good start to the season. It absolutely has been a good start to the season. We obviously finished 9th position overall last year, but this is concerning. Our XG table, we're very, very high. We're creating a lot of chances. We just need to start finishing them, and I feel like we've got sort of into November, and teams have gotten onto the tactic that we're playing at the minute and sort of figured out how to work around it, and I think that's what we need to try and adapt to, playing against Barcelona and Real Madrid here. But let's just talk about how it's gone so far. Just, you've seen the schedule, you've seen how it's gone. You will notice that Mariano is on there an awful lot. He has become the absolute star striker for me, Mariano. His appearances so far, we look at his statistics: 11 games, 6 goals with an XG of 5. He pops up at the back post all the time. It's crazy, but I think it's obviously his bravery, his jumping reach, his good aggression, good heading. What a player. He's been fantastic for me. He's become the starter. He's absolutely pushed Butska to the side. That's not to say that Butska's not a good player. In comparison, you can see he's not played an awful lot. He's not started as many, but he does get more assists. He's got 5 goal contributions, whereas Mariano's got 6. Mariano's a pure purely goals. Butska is an assister as well because he does play as like a complete forward. I like having that option. It changes things up a little bit. Definitely against some of the smaller teams who sit in, bringing Butska in allows that he brings them forward. As Mariano's what he's going to get it. Yeah, like Mariano will play both of these games because he's going to get at both defences. But yeah, it's gone really well. We highlighted Mario Morey in the last episode. He's going to be coming in. You know, you see his numbers changed to number 11. He is now the starting left winger for the team. His attributes, look at this, his progression's gone up a lot more. Can we have a little look at his all-time attribute progression? Certainly can. Gone up a lot. He's gone up a lot. Again, Zealand did say, if you find a player, you look at his attributes, can you improve them by 3? If you can improve them by 3, then you're going to get a good player there. I mean, his passing's gone up by 1, goes up by another 2, he's got 17 passing. Again, technique would be 17. His vision's gone up by 4. Work rate's gone up by 1. Off the ball, leadership's really high. Really high for an 18-year-old. Really good stamina. That's gone up by 3 already. Pace hasn't gone up as acceleration has. His balance has gone up. He's a good player. I really like Mario Morey. I'd like his goal contributions to get a bit higher, but I feel like that's because his mental attributes aren't quite there yet. He is only 18. We don't want to be relying heavily on him. But he has started 12 games and came off the bench for one of those games. A 6.77 average rating, XG of 2, but 1 goal, 1 assist. I'll take that. A very good player. And this is how we have been playing. Again, slightly altered. We're still positive. These are now support roles. Mariano's a pressing forward. Bagoria, oh my days, he's a fantastic player, Bagoria. He's been playing as a ball-playing defender on cover. It does help us out an awful lot because, I mean, look at the boy. Look at him. I'm genuinely shocked we managed to get him for as cheap as we did and that no one else came in for him. I'm shocked he's not wanted so far. A 7.02 average rating is only getting better. Fantastic player. He's definitely a cover player. He's not very good, although he does have 16 jumping reach and 14 heading. His bravery is shocking. He will not challenge for headers, and we did get caught out a few times early on in the season doing that. And then I believe we changed him to cover after the Mallorca game because one of the goals was from him going getting the ball played over the top to him. And then since then, I mean, we've conceded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goals in about 10 games. That's fine. It's less than a goal a game. Definitely helps out. Just to prove there, I'm not scouting anybody. Still not scouting anybody. Scouting budget's still high, but it's because they're looking at players who are out, and I'm going to show you the transfers now. An awful lot of loans. 16.5 or 16.75 million pounds out, 15 million pounds in. One very big transfer out, and I'm really annoyed with it. I couldn't turn down the opportunity for the player to go out. It would have ruined the dynamics. A big player did go out. It was a deadline day signing for a big team, as is always the case on Football Manager. But we'll start then. McMoody King Huta has gone down to play for Heracles. He just wasn't a viable option anymore. We do have, obviously we did sign Raymond Taratz, as we did mention we were looking at bringing him in. So he is ultimately better. Similar type of players, he's a bit more creative, so he was one of the ones to go out. We did speak about Azizi Kubu. He's gone over to Italy in a £4 million deal, 3.9 million. Hajdic went on a free. Howard Bellis went to Osasuna for 4.2 million, which freed up a foreign slot. Simone Bastone, he went 3.2 million to Braga. Good player, not an amazing player, didn't really perform all that well for us, but seems to have found a level over in Portugal. Ivan out on loan. Look at all these players out on loan. Simon Horn being one of the bigger ones out on loan. Just developing fantastically out there in France, oddly enough. Darren Phillips going to Quater, however you want to say it. He was the right back we brought in from Everton. I just wanted him to get some consistent game time. It doesn't look like it's happened. A bit annoying. Ivan Ramos, I'm probably going to try and cash in on him. He is worth around £10 million, but he's not really performing all that well, even while he's there. 13 games he's played over there, 4 goals for Cartagena. They're not an amazing team, so I think what we'll do, we'll probably give him a new contract and look to sell him on. Adelbakir Ganuri, another player that we are fleecing, we are trying to sell him on straight away. Umar Faye's gone out on loan. he needs a consistent game time. He needs a consistent game time off that right-hand side. You can see he is playing as a striker for Nîmes, and he has only scored the 1 goal, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, bit of a pain. But again, more players out on loan, a lot more players out. A lot of the young players out who can't play in the first team now because they're not eligible because they're a little bit older than 19, and 19 is you can register, or don't need to register players if they're under 19. But we're just going through. Again, more loans, and then so there's a few people who've come in who've gone out on loan. Mustafa Gueye did get himself a loan out. He was the number 1 playing for Cultural Leonesa. We did have to recall him due to Danny Cardenas getting quite a serious injury, which means he's now started 5 games for us this season. But you know what? It might be the making of him. I think it is the making of him. I think he's now going to push to become the starter already at age 18 in La Liga. A fantastic player. He's getting a lot better. I mean, again, if we look at the progress and the attributes of all time, 2s, 3s, 2 3s. And these goalkeepers, don't forget, aren't meant to develop until later in the game, and he's developing now. Strength up by 4, stamina up by 4, balance and jump and reach up by 2 and 1. He's really agile. He's 6'2" anyway. Good command of his area. Again, if these can go up by another 2 or 3, I think we're looking at like Spain's starting goalkeeper in a couple of years, to be honest with you. Again, he's still not amazing with his feet. He's getting there. He fulfills the role of a sweeper keeper defender. He's not an amazing one, but he is a good, competent goalkeeper for this level already at the age of 18. So I think it's kind of been the making of him, and it will be the making of him. But again, I'm just going to have to scoot myself up a little bit there, and you will see the one that went out, the one that got away, and I'm so frustrated, was Gustavo Puerta to Liverpool on the 1st of September, literally a deadline day signing for Liverpool, and then he went straight out on loan to Besiktas, and it really fucked me off, that did. We did ask to get him on loan back, and they said no. And then they shipped him off to Turkey, where he's not really played, to be honest with you. He's played 6 games, scored 2 goals. Not amazing. But a £5.5 million fee up front, $7 million over the course of a couple of add-ons, a couple of seasons and whatnot. And I do believe we do have a 20% sell-on fee. We've got 20% of the profit of the next transfer. So if Liverpool's selling for 10 mil, we'll get 20% of the 10 million. That's how that is working. I didn't want to lose him, but we did bring in a decent player that has sort of rotated into the team and done quite well. And that is this guy. Fares Chabi has come in on loan from Eintracht Frankfurt. A good player. He was at Toulouse. He is at Toulouse in real life, I should say. He's gone to Frankfurt on the game. 82 appearances for them. So again, he was he was a consistent player in the Bundesliga. Look at this. 27, 28 appearances, whatnot. Played 3 games for them that season, and we managed to get him in on loan for an 875k fee with an option to buy him. Not a mandatory buyout clause, but an option to purchase him if we want, I believe, for £8 million. Let's have a little look. 8.25 million. We are paying a bit of a fee for him, but he is going to play most of the games unless he gets injured. He wants to play as a Metzala in the central midfield role, whereas Frankfurt were playing him wide left. Which he can cover. Obviously, that is a good option that he can cover there. It does mean that if anything did happen tomorrow or he wasn't performing very well, we can push Chabi out to the left. A very... he reminds me of Alex Iwobi. A bit of like a jack of all trades, mastering on, good ball carrier, good, a lot of progressive passes, tackles really well. He's not that quick, but he is quite quick. He's not that strong, but he is. Do you see what I mean? He's one of them players. What a player. I think he's great. I think he's a great player. Might have seen the dog coming down there. Hello, Princey. Hello, Princey. He's not having it. But yeah, again, an Alex Iwobi type player can sort of cover any position you need him to cover. Could play defender. I like him. I do like him. I'm not going to pay £8.75 million for him. Not a chance. But we probably will exercise the option to buy him unless something better comes up. And then carrying on with the ins, covering right back, someone who doesn't occupy a foreign position in the squad is Timothy Fosu-Mensah. Again, we did it with the eyes test. You can see they're a bit concerned. He's injury prone. He doesn't enjoy big matches. I would argue against that. A 6.95 average rating, 12 appearances, 1 off the bench. Very competent, very tall, very quick. Good jump and reach acceleration, anticipation. Decisions are okay. I think he's just been Mr. Dependable out there at right back. I think he's been a very good addition, to be honest. And for $6.5 million, maybe a bit steep, but we did bring in another right back for cover. And again, Senegal, I don't think Senegal count towards the foreign players. I'll have to have a look at the rules. I know Morocco definitely doesn't, but some of them do, some of them don't. But again, another good player who's come in, Houbelang Mendes, who's come in from Brest, did play for Almeria once upon a time. Good player, nice and tall, nice and strong, nice and quick, can run for days, can cover a couple of different positions. It made sense to bring him in. We did need right backs, really. We didn't really have any, but you know, I do like a centre back who can play right back. This guy seems to be a right back who can play centre back. He's a nice hybrid of the two. And then the final transfer in was one of the ones I shown you if you actually got to the end of that very long video I made last time out. It was Antonio Cunha. He came in for 1.3 million. 1.3 million from Atletico Penarese and went straight out on loan to Lugo. We need him playing. We need him playing to get his citizenship, really. I like him. 6'3" left back. Very good player. Needs to play a bit more. Needs to be a bit more consistent. But I do like him, so he was one of the ones who come in and went straight out on loan. Yeah, I did mention that we need to change it up a little bit and we need to try and get Jota a bit more involved for the next 2 games. Dani Cardenas is on his way back. I really don't know. I mean, look, the difference between him and Gueye is... it's chalk and cheese, really, isn't it? You can see it. Why can't I just add as general rehab? It's chalk and cheese. I'm really tempted to play Gay as the number 1 and maybe move Cardenas on. We do obviously have Kai Bastian Corvas there as well, who was an okay backup. He's still not made an appearance for us in the first team, but is down in the under-19s. Claude Nkunku has now become the 3rd choice centre-back. You see, he's rotating in an awful lot this season. He's played 8 games off the bench, 6.81 average rating. I do like him. I would like to play him more, but he is only 17. There was an injury to Jackson Perozzo early on in the season, which meant that Nkunku and Bagoria were holding down the centre-back positions. And to be honest with you, I think that triangle of Bagoria, Nkunku and Gueye could literally be our starting centre-back, or starting trio of centre-back and goalkeepers for a good couple of years. Other players then, Manu Garcia's done okay. He did get an injury, which left him out for a little bit. We have started playing him out more on the left, and you can see he's not natural there yet, but he does perform really, really well out there. Other players who've come in, anybody else Pepelou's been okay. He's operating in a deeper role for us, defensive midfield. He has played midfield central once. Very well rounded. I just don't think he's going to get any better than he is. And Roman Zobnin is obviously the club captain, so Roman Zobnin's going to play a lot more of the games. I do like him. In the games where we need to break people down, he helps more. Zobnin helps more in just like your standard game or your game against the higher opposition. Hugo Uranga did go out on loan. He did. He didn't do very well, if I'm completely honest with you. You can see they're playing him up front, playing him midfield, playing him attacker midfield. Nothing major while he was over there. I can't remember who he went to. Huesca, 7 games, no goals, no assists. So we brought him back in. He's made 3 appearances off the bench. I don't think he's going to get much better than he is, unfortunately, now. I feel like his ceiling's set. But he will be a squad player, so I'd rather keep him and use him as a squad player than loan him out again. Isco's not really featured. He's been injured an awful lot. And then Herve Roma has played a little bit. 1 game off the bench. 7.3 average rating. He's performing very well. He's performing very well in the under-19s. So we're in good stead, but I think for the next couple of games, obviously we've got Barcelona away in the next game, and then Real Madrid at home in the game after that. I want to get Jota a bit more involved, and I feel like if he's playing on this side, Miguel Rodriguez is kind of in his way, but I feel like he plays better this side. He doesn't have like a natural preference, but I feel like he sort of just operates around here. But I need Rodriguez really to get in a bit more there. But we're going to put Jota on a Mezzala on attack for the next 2 games, just to try and get him involved a little bit more like he used to do. I want to force a goal upon him, really. and we are going to stick him on penalty duty for the next 2 games. Captains, I do want to captain him. I feel like he's been at the club long enough, but I mean, his leadership isn't amazing. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe not captain him. You'll see with sort of the rotation and the chopping and changing and whatnot. The under-19s look slightly different now. Gay cannot be the number 1 anymore, I'm afraid. Gay. Squad available 4. You are no longer available for the under-19s. So Corvus is the number 1. Clavero is now playing in this role. A bit of a hybrid player, Clavero. Can do a bit of everything at 16. Not very well, but not bad. Uranga's ended up back in there as like the Metzala and obviously Roma up front. Another injury for Isco there. To be honest, I'm happy to just send him to the specialist and probably just let him go at the end of the year. He's a good mentor. Good, a lot of good player traits and whatnot. But if we look at his medical report, he has picked up a few injuries already this season. Pulled his groin, done a double hernia, and has now fractured his arm. So I'd probably just look to move him on. Just while we're here, I did use the old scouting method I showed you in the last video to pick up a new striker. He's 18 years of age, playing for Club Bruges. Nestor de Cognac, a Belgian striker / winger. He's definitely going to play up front for me. 6'3", good all-round attributes. I like him. I like him a lot. He's coming in for £1.1 million, flush £1.1 million. He has played 3 games for Club Bruges. I think he's got what we're looking for and has got a lot of room to develop. I'm happy with that signing, really. You'll just notice here as well, Manuel Pellegrini is now doing the scouting report of the next opposition. I feel like his tactical analysis, his analysing data is not amazing, but his tactical knowledge is a good 13 and a good 18 at judging player ability. So I feel like he fulfills that role quite well, and I think, to be completely honest, that's probably why we're doing well in the season. He analyses teams quite well, to be completely honest with you. But he's saying Jules Koundé's a star quality option. He's playing out at right back. Goalkeepers are adept at kicking it long. 4 of the 11 assists conceded have come from deep positions. Perozzo's aerial ability may exploit this. There's some concern about the aerial reach amongst the goalkeepers, so we might have to play the ball a little bit longer in this game, but we will see. And just highlighting staff as we are at the moment, you'll see Felipe has now got up to 3-3-3. He was 1-1-1 when you last seen him, so he's getting there. We are sending him on some coaching courses. I think he actually will be a good assistant manager, to be completely honest with you. We also, very sneakily, and I don't know if anyone's actually ever tested this, we do have him picking the teams and managing the under-19s games. So I don't know if that's going to help him with his coaching. I don't know if anyone's ever actually managed to test it, but I'm going to keep an eye on it and I'll see. So just coming up to the Barca game, a couple of fitness tests. Butska, Terets and Ivan and Busquets can't really play. Bagoria did get a tight hamstring, but they think he's fine. And Dani Cardenas can play. He remains short of match fitness and he should be monitored. I might start Gay and sub him in. Oh my God, Madrid hammered Espanyol. You'd hate to play there next? You would, wouldn't you? This is how we're going to have to start then, the lineup you saw earlier. Cardenas makes the bench. We have added a run at the defence and we are doing a mid-block against them. I just feel like that because they've got like a striker dropping deep and like the wingers going infield, I think if we go too high, we're going to let the wingers in. So I think a mid-block's the best thing to do against them. So opposition instruction-wise then, Felipe thinks we should press Gavi at all times. I agree with that. We are going to mark Rafinha and Ansu Fati tightly because they're obviously going to cut in. So we just want to keep an eye on them. Robert Lewandowski, he doesn't really have a weaker foot, but we will do that and tackle him hard. Wendell, I think we need to press him a bit more as well. Koundé was identified as one of their better players, so we will tackle him hard and show him onto his weaker foot. And then I think both Garcia and Demirel have got good composure, so there's no point in getting at them really. Is that Demirel hasn't, 10 composure with a pressing forward? Ooh. might even tell Mariano to directly man mark him and press him, you know? Yeah, we have. We've put Mark's specific player, Demiral, on to Mariano. So, form-wise, Barcelona, Christmas tree. Green, red, green, red, green. We are, I think, oranges across the board. Draw, draw, loss, draw, draw. So not great form from either side coming into the game, but I feel like we can break our duck. I genuinely think we can get a result out of one of the two. We take a lot of big scalps. It's the other teams that we tend not to get results against, and it really pisses me off. Barcelona get us underway at the Camp Nou, the Nou Camp, however you want to say it. Oh, a nice early tackle from Mario More. Interesting to see how he gets on. It's a big game for him, this. I don't think he's played against Barca before. You know what, interestingly, I'm just going to pause it there. If you look at like the heat maps, I know it's only 8 minutes in, Demiral is playing right centre-back for Barcelona, and obviously Mariano seems to be playing out to that side. So do you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to swap Jota with Chabi, put Chabi back on Metzala support, and I am going to put Jota into a central midfield attack role. And I want him to just get in the box. Just run forward, you get in the box, mate. Get your head on things. I think that'll work. And luckily, because Chabi is 6'3" himself, 6 foot plus himself, it means we don't have to change the corner instructions. That's something that a lot of people don't do. Oh, here we go. I've got a highlight. Roman Zobinin. Goria, can he pick a pass? He can. More to Jota. Mariano. Chabi. Miguel Mariano! He's put it in the net! I think he's off. I'm positive he went too early. Yeah, he did. You went too early. Oh, it's tight. That is very tight. Come on. Right, Fosu Mensah. Long throw. Why did they do that? Chabi. Wow, you shot Chabi. And Barca look to counter. Jackson Perozzo. That... What a foul. Professional foul. It's a Barcelona corner. I don't want to jinx it. Yeah, we're good at defending corners. I think me set up. Go on, play him. More to Miguel Rodriguez. Run at him. Run at him. Good lad. Fosu Mensah. Miguel. Fosu Mensah. There's a ball. It's Jota! Oh my god! Oh, Jota! You swine! You've done it. Right, Zoblin with the corner. Head of the way. Jota gets it back out wide. Roman Zoblin back across the Chabi! Oh! As I was saying, I think defensively off corners we're actually decent, you know. We've got a good setup. We've got a lot of tall players. And on the transition, we're doing these on the transition, you know. Miguel Rodriguez. Morey knocks it down. That's where him being selfish comes into play. He's gone for goal there. There was two players in the middle he could have knocked it down to. But you'll just see if I pause it. Mariano, because we're on like a mid-block, is actually sitting off on Wendell. So I might have to go to a high press if I want him actually sitting on Demiral. Fina going through. Good save, Mustafa Gueye. Down low, that's his agility to get down low. That's a good save. Good defending, Jackson. See, we've got a good set piece, honestly. We're good defending. I know I'm saying it and we're going to concede off a corner now. But we are good defending set pieces. As we head one away again. Pedri's effort over the bar. There's Mariano, former Real Madrid man. It's up in the air to be won. Jota, Miguel Rodriguez. Oh, he's got decent long shots, you know. He's got 13 long shots. I'm tempted to train the trait to shoot more into him because he curls the ball. He's got good finishing, good decision making, and he's got good long shots. But I don't really know whether it'll add much to his game or whether it'll just get him shooting for the sake of it. But you know what? I'm happy with this. I'm happy. We've played well. We've played really well. Right, Pacheco with a deep throw in. Zobnin knocks it forward. More's never winning that header. It's a bit of a silly one, really. Ansu Fati closed down. Koundé. Mario More. Well done. And he's made a bit of a bad decision there. Tried to do a crossfield ball. There was one down the line. Terrets. Chaby's absolutely flattened him. Look at El Chaby. Absolutely flattened him. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. I am tempted to put high press on and maybe just release Mariano at the centre-backs a bit more. Here's Rafinha. It's another corner. We are putting a lot of balls out to play for a corner. Well headed away by Begoria. Mario More. Good decision. Begoria switches it. Nice. Relieves the pressure. Checo. A lot of movement off the ball for Vallecano. Here's Jackson. Checo. Jackson to More. Into Mariano. Jota's gone. Jota's in. Oh, why have you passed it, Jota? Oh, you went in, lads. More. Jota. Mariano. Oh, it's wide. Come on, lads. We've got them on the transition. They can't deal with the counter. Miguel Rodriguez with the corner. That is very close from Jackson. Here we go again. Mariano with a deep free kick. Pick out one of the big men. He doesn't. It falls back to Mariano. He's gone for goal. And Stegen has to push it wide. Come on. Come on. Right, corner from Chaby. Headed away. And that's the end of your highlight. We have got these on transition. We really have. Right, Pacheco throws it into Begoria. Zobnin. Chaby. Can you pick out a pass? He can find Miguel Rodriguez. There's a squared on. Mariano headed away by Demiral. Zobnin back to Chaby. Ref. Oh, Chaby's still going. Oh, cleared away. Ansu Fati being closed down brilliantly by Timothy Fosu-Mensah. He's stuck with him like glue. It's brilliant. Gavi. What a tackle, More. Rafinha. Oh, can we get back? Can we? Ah, that is unlucky. That is really unlucky. I think Zobnin lost them. If I pause it, there's Zobnin. And yeah, you'll see Pedri. It's actually Chaby. Chaby's lost his man. Just watch. I'm going to highlight Pedri. Just watch him here. As he drifts in. No one picks him up. Chaby. I think Zobnin's covering a good area. It's Chaby who's lost his man. That's a bit frustrating because I think we played better than these. I think we could have at least had one. And Mariano's lost it, and they're going to do us on the counter now. Ansu Fati. Saved and cleared away. I think it's really harsh on Gay to concede the goal there as well. Right, Begoria, Fosu-Mensah. Mariano dallied on it. We win it back. That's good. Zobnin through to Miguel Rodriguez. That's a poor decision, Miguel. I have noticed with Miguel Rodriguez, he does tend to do silly things like that. That's better, Chaby. At least you followed your man. He's free again, lads. Right, Chaby, you need to mark him. You need to mark him. So we have told Chaby to man mark Pedri, and we have put a tight mark on him because he's got free twice there now. I think that second one was obviously he scored, but that second one's the warning shot that he's going to get another one. It's another Barcelona corner, which we clear quite easily. Rafinha. Timothy Fosu-Mensah's gone down after the challenge. That's not good, really, is it? I mean, look, I'm on extended highlights, but they've actually shown the physio coming on, so I think he's crocked, you know. We might have to bring Fosu-Mensah off. He's had a good game as well. you know what? I'm pleased with it. We've been unlucky. Fosu Mensah. I'm going to bring them off. I'm going to bring Mendes on. Mariano and Mario Mori haven't performed all that well. I'm going to put the high press on. I'm going to get Mariano really, really in the face of the defenders. So, Houbelang Mendes is on. We are now playing the high press. And hopefully... See, it's that again. It's just that final ball's not quite there. Probably going to give Mariano to like the 65th minute. You can't see him because he's just underneath me. He's on a 6.4. He's not really performing. Mario Mori isn't really. I do still think they're there to be got at. Just need to keep an eye on Pedri because he's making things happen. Jackson's on a 6.2. That's harsh. That is harsh. He's won every header today. Headed away again by Jackson. Pedri. Good block. I'm just thinking, do we bring Butska on as like the complete forward? Make him drop off a bit more. It's headed away again by Bagoria this time. Rafinha offside. Yeah, do we bring Butska on as a complete forward on support and then make Morey and Rodriguez a bit more attacking? Oh, we got a highlight. It's headed away. Gavi forward. They've got a highlight. Pedri close down. Back to Eric. Good tackle, Zobnin. Zobnin to Mario Mori. In for Jota! Yes! Jota! With his first of the season. I knew it. I fucking knew Demiral was there to be got at. I knew it. Look at this. Good pressing from Zobnin. Demiral just loses Mori's ball, mate. Oh. And Jota. Come on! First of the season in his 99th appearance for the club. I've just paused it to make the subs because I am still going to bring Mariano off. Barca have made a few subs. Vita Roque has come on, and I think Fratesi, yeah. Anybody else? Sticking with Demiral. Yeah, we need to change it up a little bit then. If we go into our tactics, we'll look at the opposition instructions. Oh, Jota, you have my heart forever. You really, really do. Right, opposition instruction-wise, then, they've brought on Fratesi. I know he gets forward a lot, so same again, we're going to tightly mark him. Which probably means Pedri's dropped down to more of like a playmaker type. So I'm going to take the tight marking off of him, but we will press him. Wendell, I'm fine with that. Demiral, I'm fine with that, because 6.5, he's not had a good game. And Vita Roque, what is your favourite role? An advanced forward. So we just need to show him onto his weaker foot, really. And Fratesi's playing on the opposite side, so maybe Jota needs to mark him. Because are you still marking Pedri? You are still marking Pedri. Do you know what? I'm actually going to have Zobnin to mark Fratesi. It might drag him out of position slightly, but I don't think Vita Roque is going to drop in as much as Lewandowski did. So I want to keep Jota free. We are going to make a sub, though. We are going to bring Mariano off. He's not really performed all that well today. So Adrian Butska is going to come on as a complete forward. Let's do support. Let's do support because I think we need him to make things happen, really. Jackson Perozzo's in a 6.4. Isn't Kunku ready for this game? Let's go with it. I'm actually keeping Gay out there, 6.9. I'm fine with that. Chaby is looking a bit tired. We do obviously have Hugo Uranga there who can come on. But I'm tempted to bring Pepelu on. Someone who can control that midfield a little bit more. Plays 1-2s and tries long-range passes. He can play as a Mezzala on support. He's not an amazing one. Again, they think he's more of a Carrilero or a box-to-box, something like that. Centre midfield on defend, ball-winning midfielder. I'm gonna bring Chaby off. I'm gonna bring Pepelu on. He's a bit better defensively as well than Chaby, so yeah, we'll give Moura a bit more time, and then we'll probably bring him off and get Mendes on out there just so he can get a bit more game time. Mendes? What am I on about? Manu Garcia. Right, Pacheco, that's a poor header. Mendes did do well, though. They're knocking it about really well. Mario Moura, he's covering defensively very, very well. Pedri, Ansu Fati, good ball by Wendell, back to Pedri, and it's a good block by Bagoria. Do I need to tell? Made this highlight. Good header away. And a free kick, what? Alright, so there's the subs on. Here's their free kick, which is always the fucking case, innit? Because free kicks are just unstoppable on this pissing game. Miguel Rodriguez isn't performing well at all. Ryan Mai can play there. But we could do the two up front and bring Mai on and tell Pepelu to stay a bit wider. Fratesi slips it through, cleared by Pacheco. Miguel, you need to win your header, son. Pepelu's there. Miguel Rodriguez, poor again. Really poor, Miguel. He's disappointed me in Miguel Rodriguez. He really has. I feel like the rest of the team have really pulled their weight today. Checo again. Miguel Rodriguez loses it again. Jules Koundé might hit one. Blocked by Pacheco. Yeah. I think we need to go the two up front because Miguel Rodriguez is less than satisfying in this game, let's say. And we're just going to have... We are going to use him as a Carrilero. So then if we give us a bit of this... I know Miguel can play as the... target forward on attack. I've not even thought of doing that. Let's try him on that. And then Miguel will come off for Ryan Mai, who is a bit of a quicker, more nifty forward. Can do a bit of everything, really. And Mendes will get forward a little bit more. Pepelu will probably sit around out here. Quite frustrating, you know. Free kick. I'm happy we identified like the pullback that they were trying. I'm quite happy with that. To concede the free kick on the edge of the box like that though, and then concede off it is, you know, that's unfair really. I don't think we... Do we go for it? Fuck it. We've got two on. We've got two up top. Pablo. Wendell. So they brought Ludovic Reese on for Wendell. Yeah, we're going for it. I think we'll go for it. And Kunku to Zob. Oh, Zobnin. Silly. Right, Vita Roque. Good tackle, Pepelu. There's Koundé. Ball across the box for Rafinha. It's not had the desired effect, really, though, has it? Don't really get excited off free kicks like that. Felipe used to score a few. No one's really come close to scoring one for me since he retired. Changing it up slightly, we are going to put Butskers to support. Moray and Mai cutting in as inverted like forwards and wingers. Pepelu is going to be a ball winner now. Jota is going to stay on the attack. We need to really get at them. Come on. Come on, there's still time. There is still time in this. Just whether Barcelona sort of game manage. I imagine they will. He's offside, I think, anyway, but that is poor from Gay. That's poor handling, mate. Oh, it's been given. Yay. That's poor from Gay. That's really poor from Gay, you know. That has just taken all sting out of it. Is that Imran Loser playing for Barcelona? Jesus. Right, Pepelu. Forward to Mendes. Ryan Mai. Don't feel like the subs are up to it, you know. Whether that goal's just sort of took the sting out of it, whether it's, you know, the big game nonsense that you get. They phoned it in a little bit, haven't they? Yeah, we phoned it in. Good save, Gay. So Barcelona see us off 3-1. Probably a few tactical mistakes from me there. I probably shouldn't have changed it up to attacking, but I felt like we needed to go for it. The goal we conceded, the third goal, was so sloppy. 2 set-piece goals against Barcelona. Not really much more you can do about that. So Fosu Mensah, luckily, it's only a tight hamstring. The fans are criticising my tactics there. Nah, sorry, you can fuck off, mate. We've just took Barcelona. I mean, their XG was very high from a cutback and a drop. A goalkeeper's dropped the ball. He couldn't really miss the fullback. I think we performed very well there. I think they can fuck off, to be completely honest. We haven't won a game in 8. I do understand there's draws in there. I did mention it earlier in the video, but they can get fucked, mate. I think we identified a weakness in Barcelona's tactic. We had Jota getting in their face. We had Jota getting into the box a little bit more, and he scored. I think we had something there. I probably did make a mistake. Probably the substitutions weren't right. I definitely shouldn't have gone very attacking, but I think they need to get over it, really. So here's how Pellegrini thinks Real Madrid are going to set up. Similarly, they're going to have a couple of inverted wingers, a box-to-box and a Roman playmaker. Bellingham in defensive midfield is a crazy one, you know. Yeah, I think, again, we're going to have to ask the centre mids to man mark. Probably Camavinga. Although Valverde scored a few. So 4 of the 13 goals conceded in the last 20 minutes of matches have come in the first 15 minutes of the second half. So I think when the second half starts, we need to go very attacking from the start of the second half. So Fosu Mensah and Bagoria can play. Dani Cardenas, I think, is going to be the only change starting this game. I think he does need to start. He is the number 1 at the end of the day. The mistake that game made was really frustrating. Telling us to cross it lower, don't tackle harder. They're resilient, that's fine. Colin Mawani starting. Bellingham DM, I don't get that at all. Really don't get that. Apparently Morey and Pacheco don't play well. That's a fucking lie. I hate these lines, I really do. Yeah, I think Cardenas has to come in as the number 1, really. He is the number 1. He should play there. Why is it putting Cunha there? I must have misclicked. Other than that, though, we're going to stick with what we know. We're going to give it the Chibi and Jota centre mid pairing. Do we have Chibi playing as like the support and Jota as the attacking centre mid again, like we used to do? Let's do him as a Metzala attack, and we'll see how he gets on in that sort of space. See if he can link up a bit more with Morey. I'm tempted to play for set pieces. We are good in the air. Yeah, let's do that. Right, opposition instruction-wise, they're telling us to press Jude Bellingham. We did identify that Camavinga's going to play as a box-to-box, so we are going to tight mark him and probably Valverde, to be honest. Centre-backs-wise, I do believe they are all very well composed and good on the ball. Probably not worth pressing them as much. Kingsman and Vinicius, again, they're going to cut in. We just need to mark them, and we need to show Randall Muani onto his weaker foot. So Mariano, the former Real Madrid man, gets us underway in the derby. Disappointing last time out against Barcelona. I really feel like there was something in that match for us and we just didn't take advantage when we were on top. Can we take advantage of Real Madrid? I doubt it. They are top of the league for a reason. We're good. We are good, though. We are good. Real Madrid corner, which Kingsley Coman will deliver. Kolo Muani just heads it wide. I don't know who was marking him there. Not again. That's better. I just noticed on the heat map we're very close together. So I think centre midfield attack works better for Jota. And I'm happy with Rodriguez cutting in. I just don't want him to get in the way of Chaby, so I might just make him a inside forward on support. And let's just leave it for now. Mariano whips it in. Cleared away. Kolo Muani's being closed down. Alaba to Camavinga. Valverde. Coman. Vinicius. Good block. And I'm not happy with that pass by Chaby. He went back centrally. And I don't really know why. He should have turned. But he never. Good save, Cardenas. That's what Gay should have done. Hold the ball. Too many free kicks, lads. But do you know what? If we can counter off them, I'm fine with it. Morey to Pacheco. Oh, Pacheco. Do you know what? We've had a lot of possession. We're obviously nullifying them to some extent, but I feel like we're just fouling them whenever they get hold of the ball because we are just trying to suffer. What a save, Cardenas. We're basically just like trying to suffocate their midfield. I'm not unhappy. I mean, they've only had the one shot on target. It was off a free kick, but I'm not happy overall. I'm not unhappy. I can't be dealing with another draw. A lot of the players coming through Morey and Pacheco, which is interesting. Camavinga's popped one forward, which Jackson will deal with. Nice and composed into Pacheco. Zobnin. What are you... Why? Right, Fosu Mensah. Vigoria. Chaby's through ball. It is Jota! I'm not in this game. I'm not in it. We're lots of the ball. A lot of the ball. Not performing great, not performing poorly. I think... What have we got Jota's role as? Centre midfield attack. I think Miguel Rodriguez has been really poor again. What can Chaby play as out on the right? He's right-footed. A winger support. We did used to play that quite often, you know. Do you know what? Let's do this. Let's put Chaby as a winger on support. Let's bring Rodriguez off. And let's bring our good friend Hugo Uranga on the pitch. Yeah, Mariano's not played well. Let's stop playing for set pieces because we've not really had any. Let's go with that. Give Mariano again another sort of 10 minutes and see how he gets on. But oh no, we did say they could see the lot in the first 15 minutes of the second half. So we're going for it. Right, let's see. Let's see. Can we do anything? He's gonna fucking back now, aren't he? Oh, he's give it to us. I thought they'd give a pen. I hate that highlight. Kingsley Coman being marked by Mario More. Stuck with him really well. Cleared by Jackson. Bellingham to Camavinga. No, Alaba. Lads. Not an awful lot has happened, to be honest. It's just looking more of the same. But we do have a free kick here, which is paid into Uranga. That's poor Uranga. Good tackle. Jota through. Oh, that's poor, lads. Valverde to Militao. Bellingham. It's a good shape, you know. I don't know what Pacheco's expecting Morey to do with that. He's done well, though, Mario Morey. He's blocked that. Well done. Right, we're reaching 60. We're going back down to balanced, and Mariano's coming off. Because what we want to do is we want Butska on. We want him to hold the ball up. Nah, deep line would be better for him, wouldn't it? Uranga's played okay. Zobnan is better than he was in the first half. I think we just keep it as it is. Or do we bring Ryan Mai on as the inverted inside forward, I should say? Yeah, let's do that, because then we've got two attacking options either side of Adrian Butska. I feel like this is every fucking game I live com. We give away a bullshit penalty. Camavinga's pushed by Bagoria. Why? Why push him? Dickhead. Right, Fosu Mensah looking long for Butska. Oh, Adrian Butska has rocketed one. What a strike! I went very attacking again because I just wanted us to get back in it. What a strike! Look, Fosu Mensah through. Mate, where's that been from you all season? So tired legs now in the 80th minute. I think a couple of changes might help us out here. Maybe just get us over the line. You can see Mario Morey's just dead on his feet. Manu Garcia can come into him. Baigori has really not performed to the level he can. I don't want to bring Jota off just because it's a 100th game. Roman Zobnan, bring Pepelu on. He's a deep lying playmaker. We can bring Uranga a bit more forward then. I'm going to keep Baigori out there purely because he is literally just our best defender. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm not hugely impressed with Real Madrid here, to be honest. Oh God, I'm going to score now. Yeah, not hugely impressed. No! Oh, for God's sake! Oh, for fuck's sake. Absolute corruption in this league, mate, I'm telling you. If I speak. Good tap. What have you blown for now? What the fuck am I seeing here? How was that a foul? Exactly. Fuck me. Well, I think we've been done over there. I really do. I think we've been completely done over there. The first game, I think, was more my mistakes. This second game, we should not have lost this game. 2 penalties. Real Madrid take 2 penalties to beat us. Nah. This game should have been a draw. This should not be a loss. I am not happy with that. I am not happy with that. Didn't create an awful lot, not gonna lie. We really didn't. But neither did they, to be honest. Right, I'm going to leave that there. 100 not out. Congratulations on the 100 to Jota. Scored against Barcelona. Give a very dubious penalty away against Real Madrid. I don't think that was a penalty. I don't really think the first one was, but you don't really get the replays, so you can't really tell. But yeah, maybe back to the drawing board. I don't know. Maybe it's just a blip. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I don't know. But thank you all for watching. See you next time.